Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be painting this awesome orc from Gakma. As you can see, we've base primed in black and we've dry brushed over in white. This is base ready for slap chop method. This is going to be part of a 3-part series and this is the first one, obviously the base colours. So the first step we're going to paint the arms, the skin, the face in Gilly Dew by the Army Painter. So this time I wanted to show you guys how you can take it to the next level and make this one a little display piece for your cabinet rather than using it for a game. So now we're moving on to the jeans. This is also an Army Painter speed paint and this is Tyrian Navy. We're just gonna base coat those jeans. As you can see, I'm using the Citadel extra small brush just to apply this base coat. The next colour is Caribbean Ocean. I really like this colour. It's so bright and it actually does remind you of the Caribbean Sea. So I decided to turn this video into a 3-parter because obviously if not, it would be hours long. So obviously this first part is basing, the second part will be the highlights, and then the third part, we're going to take the base that he's on, guys, and we're going to jazz it up, make it more desert-like to fit the figure. At the moment, it's just a plain resin cast of a pebble road. I've obviously just fixed him to the base at the moment with super glue, but he will actually come off. So we can work solely on that base and then place him back on again at the end. Now we're going to do the straps there, what's holding up his gun, with maize yellow. These speed paints are really good to give you a base if you don't want to obviously mess about with normal paints. I will be doing a video where I will be using paints and watering them down and showing you how to base a model using either Citadel or Vallejo paints. And following the last video, this is obviously an orc again. I do like my orcs, but I wanted to show this model highlighted a bit further so you could actually put it in your display cabinet and be proud of taking it one step further. Now we're moving on to the boots and weapons with a cultist cloak. As I've said previously before, this is my favourite colour for boots and weapons. I like it because it's not too dark. I think black would obviously cover those details, what we've managed to highlight with the dry brush. If you do obviously want me to show you the dry brushing before we start an actual paint, then do let me know in the comments below and I'll bring that into my next video. After this series is complete, I will be moving on to a different model, so we won't be seeing the orcs for a while. We're just getting in between those details there on the ammunition. As you can see, the paint just flows into all those creases. And it's a really quick method. And on my next video, I'm actually going to be talking along while I'm painting. I'm going to try and do it without having to do a voiceover and then edit again. Obviously cut some time on the editing so I can paint more. Now moving on to the ropes, and this is with Desolate Brown. It's more of a green colour. Obviously I wanted something a little bit more brown. If you do want to try your paints out beforehand, then just get a piece of white paper and paint them on there. That'll give you an idea of what the paint will dry like on your model. Now we're moving on to Talos Bronze to do the bronze parts of the weapons. I'm quite liking the two-tone weapon at the moment with a bronze and then a silver. It breaks up those metal parts. This is a speed paint by the Army Painter, and their metallics are quite good. Obviously, I'm just picking out details. Now we're moving on to broadsword silver to finish off the metallic pieces on the weapons. This is quite a dark silver colour, so on the next video we will be highlighting this, just to give it a bit more shine. But this is the perfect silver colour. If you haven't got any Norhort oil or any shade that you want to put on first to dirty it down, you don't need it for this. This silver's quite dirty looking, as is.
I'm afraid I was wool gathering. Whenever I feel especially sorry for you, I'm afraid I think of you as, well, Jessica.
Sorry for me. Whatever for?
Yui shrugged. Long ago, he had realized Jessica was not gifted with a full truth say as his Wana had been. Still, he always used the truth with Jessica whenever possible. It was safest. You've seen this place, my Jessica. So barren after Caledon. And the people. Those townsmen.
You say Harkonnen. Even my Duke's voice doesn't carry.
Now we're moving on to the skulls
I didn't know you had
and bones.
personal.
This is using bony matter from the Army Paint Speed Paint. It's a very pale colour. I think sometimes you may need to add 2 coats if you want a more deep, rich colour.
Open an old wound.
And she thought, those animals. His wife was Bene Gesserit.
And just on the base there is some skulls. We are going to base colour those over. But when we do the base, we're going to integrate that part of the model into all the scheme.
Giving himself up to the internal awareness of grief. That, at least, was truth. Jessica studied him, seeing the up-angled cheeks, the dark seeking him.
Malign.
These 3D models do actually come without bases, so you could actually make a little mini diorama, a scene, and place them onto it quite easily, which I think is a really good idea, that they do come without bases if you want to make more of an effort with it. And now the bird on the top there, I'm just going over with a quarter's cloak. I wanted to keep him looking more like a crow. So guys, we're coming towards the end of the video now. I'll see you next time for part 2. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.